On March 28, 1979, an accident occurred at the Three Mile Island nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania. How was it? And what dose of radiation was released into the atmosphere? You are on the Alexander Channel. Let's get started. The Three Mile Island nuclear power plant was built in 1974 on the Susquehanna River, 16 kilometers south of the city of Harrisburg, the capital of Pennsylvania. It was one of the projects recognized to provide the United States with affordable energy against the backdrop of the global oil crisis that developed in the early 70s. On March 28, 1979, the second power unit of the nuclear power plant, commissioned a year earlier, leaked the coolant of the first circuit of the nuclear installation. The station staff did not notice this, and the nuclear fuel began to overheat dangerously. Until the process could be stopped, up to 50% of the reactor core has melted. As a result, the territory of the 3 Mile and NPP was heavily contaminated with radioactive contamination. The station staff received health-threatening levels of radiation. However, no one was significantly injured outside the station. Scientists have estimated that the total dose received by the local population due to the accident is about 2 million people to 1% of the annual dose received as a result of background radiation and medical care. Nevertheless, this accident had a major impact on nuclear power in the United States. The second reactor of the Three Mile Island nuclear power plant was cleaned, but it was never restored. 1. Silencing until 1985. After a series of mass protests that swept across the United States, in Washington alone, 65,000 people took to the streets in May 1979. The development of the industry was virtually frozen. For the next 20 years after the accident, not a single new nuclear power plant was commissioned in the United States. After the accident, investigations focused on the amount of radioactivity released. In total, about 2.5 megacurium of radioactive gases and about 15 curies of iodine-131 were released into the environment. You were on the AlexNet channel. Like the video, like it. See you soon.